At 64, Susan Boyle's journey continues to touch hearts around the world. For many, her name instantly brings back the unforgettable moment she stepped onto the stage of Britain's Got Talent in 2009. With quiet confidence and a humble smile, she surprised judges and audiences alike with a powerful performance that changed her life overnight. That audition became one of the most viewed and talked about moments in television history. Yet, behind the applause and global fame lies a deeply emotional story, shaped by struggle, resilience, and personal challenges. Susan Boyle's rise to stardom was unlike the traditional path of most music artists. Before her breakthrough, she lived a modest life in Scotland, caring for a mother and largely staying out of the spotlight. For years, she nurtured her love of singing while facing rejection and limited opportunities. When her audition went viral, she transformed from a private citizen into an international sensation in a matter of days. That sudden shift brought incredible opportunity, but it also brought overwhelming pressure. Fame at any age can be difficult, but experiencing it suddenly in midlife presents unique challenges. Susan went from relative anonymity to global recognition almost instantly. Interviews, tours, recordings, and constant public attention became her new reality. While many celebrated her success story, few could fully understand the emotional toll such rapid change can bring. The world embraced her voice, yet the demands placed upon her were intense. Over the years, Suze has spoken openly about personal struggles, including challenges related to learning, differences, and mental health. Later in life, she revealed that she had been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, a discovery that helped her better understand experiences from her childhood and adult life. For many fans, this revelation added depth to her story. It highlighted how much she had navigated quietly before finding her voice on the global stage. The idea of tragedy surrounding Susan Boyle is not about scandal or downfall. It is about recognizing the obstacles she faced long before fame arrived. Growing up, she reportedly dealt with bullying and misunderstanding. Those early experiences shaped her confidence and sense of self. Despite these hardships, she held on to her dream of singing professionally. Even when others doubted her, her career after Britain's Got Talent was remarkable. She released multiple albums, many of which topped charts internationally. Her debut album became one of the fastest-selling in history. Concert tours introduced her to audiences across continents. Yet alongside professional success came the ongoing challenge of adjusting to life under constant public scrutiny. There were moments when Susan stepped back from the spotlight, focusing on her health and personal well-being. In recent years, she has shared that she experienced a minor stroke in 2022, which temporarily affected her speech and singing. For someone whose voice became her identity, that setback was understandably emotional. However, she demonstrated resilience once again. By working hard in recovery and returning to the stage, her determination inspired fans who admired not only her talent, but her courage. At 64, Susan Boyle represents perseverance. Her story reminds people that dreams do not have an expiration date. Yet it also reminds us that success does not erase vulnerability. The emotional weight of her journey lies in the contrast between the joyful breakthrough the world witnessed and the quieter battles she faced behind the scenes. Another heartfelt element of her story is her devotion to family. Susan often spoke about her close bond with her late mother, who supported her love of music. After achieving fame, she continued to live modestly, reportedly staying in her childhood home for many years. This decision reflected her grounded nature and desire to remain connected to her roots. Despite global recognition, fans who revisit her original audition often feel moved, not only by the power of her voice, but by the visible emotion in her expression. That performance symbolized hope for countless people who felt overlooked or underestimated. Seeing her overcome doubt in front of a global audience created a powerful narrative of transformation. As time passes, there is something bittersweet about watching that moment with the awareness of everything that followed. The applause, the pressure, the health scares, and the resilience all become part of a larger story. The tragedy, if one chooses to call it that, lies in understanding how much strength was required behind the scenes to sustain such a rapid rise. Yet, Susan Boyle's life cannot be defined by hardship alone. She continues to be celebrated for her voice and her authenticity. In an industry often driven by image and spectacle, she stood out simply by being herself. Her humility and sincerity became part of her appeal. At 64, Susan's story is not one of defeat. It is one of endurance. While she has faced health challenges and emotional trials, she remains a symbol of possibility. Her journey shows that extraordinary talent can emerge from ordinary circumstances, and that resilience can carry a person through unexpected storms. For many fans, the emotional reaction comes from gratitude and empathy. Gratitude for the music she shared, and empathy for the challenges she overcame. Watching her navigate fame, health concerns, and personal growth makes her story deeply human. In the end, Susan Boyle's life is a reminder that behind every viral moment is a real person with complex experiences. The applause may fade, but the courage it took to step onto that stage remains powerful. At 64, her journey continues to inspire, proving that even in the face of difficulty, hope and determination can endure.